How's it going? Want to make sure everything's set up before I truly begin. Can you hear me okay? I listen to music kind of loudly, which is always kind of surprising when I get back in the car and I forgot to turn the volume down. I'm currently setting a cinnamon stick on fire. We're gonna start off with a nice calm deck tonight. Really matters what time of day it is where you are. What do we need to know going into this next week? What do we need to prepare for? What's to be expected? So, this card says boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Lots of fucking places. Lots of places. That's incredible because this week is American Thanksgiving is on Thursday. Ugh, what a horrible holiday. But so many people put themselves through so much bullshit to be around their family because they're supposed to. And I always find that so funny because it's just like, why are you putting yourself through things you don't actually want to go through? It doesn't make any sense to me, but it's tradition, and that's what you do, so. But a huge step of boundaries is figuring out what your boundaries are. So you gotta figure that shit out. And oftentimes when you try to state a boundary, people aren't used to it because they're like, well, I'm just used to you just being this way for always and always, and you should just do what I want for always and always because duh. And you don't owe anyone anything. And I know that feels like a lie, like a trick. It's not. So know your own boundaries. Enforce your own boundaries, especially this week, especially this month and next month. Holidays are crazy, y'all. People are getting weird. People are always weird. But money situation is really intense, and that just makes stress so much worse. So much worse. And people are taught that you have to show your love through material things, and that's not fucking true. But so many people are convinced of that, and well, I have to show my love this way, or they won't know that I love them if I don't give them something. And it's like, so often people get presents they don't even fucking like, that they want to return, that they just throw in the back of a closet to never be seen again. So keep that in mind. I've never really understood why people are like weird about giving money as presents. I think it's the most useful and practical gift, but there's me. What else do we need to know? Boundaries. What a gorgeous card to come out. How are y'all doing tonight? How can we enforce our boundaries? Aww. Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? That is how you enforce your boundaries. Be the person that you needed to protect you when you were a kid. Protect yourself now, because your inner child is in there, and they might not feel safe enough to come out and talk to you yet, or maybe they do. I don't know your relationship with your inner child. But they might not feel safe enough because you, like every other grown-up, has hurt them and abandoned them and not listened to them. So learn to listen to yourself. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, hello, hello. What else do we need to know? Yes, just say yes. Just say yes. Just say yes. You watching? Just say yes. Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Fucking for Truzy, though. Like, you deserve a break. You deserve to relax. You deserve to know that you are enough and that you are worthy of everything that you need. Hold on. I need to change the music because words are very distracting today. Unapologetically. I was having troubles focusing and hearing my own thoughts, but it's okay. We're here now. Thank you so much. Always remember to thank your tools. They deserve gratitude just as much as you deserve gratitude and to be thanked for existing. You're worthy just because you exist already. I hate that we have been taught through society that we have to suffer to earn things. I feel like it's a trick. I feel like it's just a way to get free labor from so many people. Whole generations. Yeah. What else do we need to know? Ooh, we're in Scorpio season still. Just barely. What do the Scorpions? The Scorpions. I used to live in Hawaii, and I remember one time I went down to use the toilet, and I'm like, there's a scorpion in the toilet. That was in the middle of the night, of course. That was really interesting and weird. So what do the Scorpios need to hear right now? Have you ever seen The Magicians? There's an episode where they're trying to steal a moon rock and they have to get moon brain, which means they have to like stay up for like 5 days straight and go a bit crazy and get lunacy. And listening to the yoga music right now is like, remind me of that episode. They're like, can we turn off the yoga music and bring up the lights? Hi! How are you? I came back on Sunday. I'm trying to make it like a real thing. Like a real thing. I was an hour later than I said on the schedule thingy, but that's okay. We're here, and it's okay. My week has been interesting. I went to the dentist twice. I had to go to the specialist and then the actual dentist, and it's just... It's just... Being a grown-up is hard. There's so much upkeep of everything and having to buy toilets and replace refrigerators. Yeah, the dentist is terrifying. But like, I have a nice dentist now and they believe me when I'm like, hey, I can still feel that. And I've had dentists in the past who are like, oh no, you're lying and I'm gonna keep hurting you. And I'm just like, that's not nice. And then they would only believe me once I started crying silently onto their tools. Anyway. Yes! Something else crops up. like the microwave needs to be replaced, or you have to clear the filter in the microwave or the filter in your car and get the oil change and rotate your tires. Don't forget to flip your mattress and also change the rotation of your fan. Hello, first time Tricky Silver. I love silver. I wear silver. Does anyone have any questions? I made rules this time. This is my third time doing tarot Twitch on tarot. Tarot on Twitch. There we go. How has your week been, Velvet? Are you in the States? Are you about to have to deal with the whole, like, Thanksgiving family nightmare? Because that's always interesting. What do we need to know going into this week? How can we... Life is crazy. Things feel a lot. Oh good, no Thanksgiving for you. Just very chilly, very cold. I wish much patience onto the people in the States who feel like they have to carry on the tradition of going to family gatherings on holidays. Ooh, what does the card the Chariot mean? Okay, good question. It's not, I'm pretty sure it's not number 5. Hold on, let me find it in one of my decks, because it can mean travel. Of course, it matters on what the question means. That always helps. There we go. It's number 7 in this deck. Okay. So the Chariot card to me, in this one, do you see the black and white, which means balance, and then being prepared for quick growth. So it could literally mean travel. Yeah, for sure. It's got sphinxes on it. I love sphinxes. To me, when I pull the Chariot, it means that I need to get to a decision quickly. I often get this card with Justice, so it means that justice is coming swiftly. It just means, to me, it means swift. Make a decision quickly. A balance, you are definitely hurtling towards a conclusion, a finish line. Yeah. This one's really cute because I want to be in that little carriage with a little curtain. I just want to pull it over and just fall asleep to the rocking of the carriage. That sounds really nice. Time is ticking. Yeah, exactly. The Chariot to me is quick. Make a decision quickly. Like if you're being like, am I going to get the promotion? That card would mean yes and soon to me. Did that help at all? Now I want to play with these cards. Hello friends, how are you? I always love to ask my cards how they're doing. Try and build a relationship with them. And also a lot of times when I'm reading for myself, the only question I ask is like, how are you? Like how? And I get a lot of great answers. Because sometimes I don't know what question to ask, I just need to check in. So let's see. How are you? How is everybody? Hello! I'm wearing a little crystal earring that I made. I put it in a jar. It's a piece of Vivianite, which is really cool because it's also known as the corpse crystal because it's found growing on decaying bodies and on bones, and I think it's really cool. So what do we... hello. 2 Pentacles. Remember to dance to find your center and to find balance. Which part? Oh, Vivianite? Yeah, it's a super, it's really great. I hope you learn something new every day. There's lots of things to be learning constantly. It's a dark green, when it's exposed to light, and then if it keeps being exposed to UV, it will turn black. So I have to keep mine, I can't have it like out on this table because this table gets sunlight at times, and I love the dark green gorgeousness of it. I have that sweater. Has anyone else learned any cool random facts lately? I love learning random facts. My partner likes to go down YouTube rabbit holes, and I love to just be like, so did you learn anything cool today in your... Sometimes he has, sometimes, most of the time it's just him, like watching, what's it called? Warhammer? So, yeah. But it's okay. Oh gosh, I just threw so many cards around. That's what happens when I think about Warhammer. My friends are really into it. Am I frozen to anyone else? My cards exploded. What can we expect for the rest of November? I cannot believe that it's almost December. It's almost the end of the year. It is almost 2024. Where is the time gone? Yeah, my stream also crashed. I'm hoping that I'm back. What else do we need to know? How are you? Hello, bilingual. That's what I called you. Oh no, hold on. I need to open my queue back up. I'm still learning so much about this. Let's see. Is this how I open it? Haha! I figured it out! Yay! Hello, welcome back. Bilingual. I'm sorry. Ooh, can I call you Bi? Can I call you Blee? What would you like to be called? We pick our names around here, y'all. I love learning. I have to encourage, I sometimes get discouraged and frustrated when I'm learning something new because I'm just like, I should just know this already, blah, blah, blah. But having that kind of mindset really keeps you locked into not learning. And there are so many different ways to die, and refusing to learn and allowing your curiosity to die is one of them. So, anyway. Bilingual, how are you? You are on the list. You're very first on the list. What would you like to know? What is your question tonight? Your question, your query, your quander? I don't know how to work with this queue manager. That's new. That one's a new plugin for me, but it's okay. I got my first, like, subscriber today, or, like, someone gifted me a subscription, and I think that's really cool. I think it's neat. Also, don't forget to drink your water. Salud. Thank you. Do you ever get triggered by the sound of card shuffling? I have misophonia, so like some noises can get really frustrating for me. Are you still here? If you have a question. If not, I'm just gonna keep asking myself random questions. What does the universe want to tell everyone who's watching this stream right now? What does Spirit have to say? All I heard was well wishes. That's funny. That's cute. How can you shine the brightest? Okay, remember when I said earlier that the Chariot card comes out with the Justice card for me a lot? Yeah, that just happened. So justice is quickly on its way. We have seen that. We've definitely been witnessing that in so much of the media, and just how the tides are turning. Everything is always changing, right? That's just a given. But the tides are turning. The power of knowledge is being spread so quickly, but also you have to be careful with misinformation. Of course, of course. But justice is swiftly coming and is swiftly happening. That's really reassuring to me. And remember the balance. Remember to accept your shadow. Yeah! Velvet Fireflies, do you want to go? Because I don't know what happened to bilingual. Maybe I offended. I'm quite good at that. Remember to accept your shadow, and that you were born amazed with your toes and being able to move your fingers and see the stars and the sunlight through the trees. You weren't born hating your tummy and the flappy part of your arm, or thinking that your butt wasn't big enough or that your stomach is too big. You weren't born like that. Those are all things that we've been taught, which means we can learn other things. I promise. Promise. What I should know about my upcoming trip, please. Ooh, you got a trip coming? Where are you going? Where are you going? Thank you. What does Velvet need to know about their upcoming trip? What does Velvet? Ah! I love Germany. I went there when I went backpacking in 2016, and it is a country that I have often thought about moving to. I imagine the Christmas markets are gonna be bomb. Like, oh my god, I've heard they go hard for Christmas in Germany. And it's gonna be so pretty and sparkly. Yes! Germany's really awesome. I really appreciate how much space just the culture gives you, and that there's like no pressure to just like make small talk and bullshit. I just like how forward the culture is. And the bread's really good. I imagine the beer is amazing as well. I've heard good things, but I don't drink beer. So, anyway, we got one card so far. I got reminiscent about Germany. I love it. Okay, so what is it? 5 of Cups. What else do I need? I need more. I need more, please. What else does Velvet Fireflies need to know about their upcoming trip to Germany? Oh, that's a lot of cards. That's too many cards. Too many cards. I'm sorry. Too many cards. We're not that chatty tonight. Also, sometimes my hands are like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know. What are you doing? Oh, yeah. The really great thing about traveling all the how many countries did I go to when I did that? I think I went through like 12, 13, 14 countries through Europe. I never had a problem in Germany with them not knowing English. Croatia, though, that one was a little more complicated. I didn't run into too many people who knew English, which was fine. But in Germany, English is very prevalent unless you go into like countryside and are hanging out with people like 45 plus. Okay. Focusing. So this Five of Cups, I love that this cup in the background has like little fire, like it's reflecting the starlights, which reminds me, of course, of Christmas lights, of fairy lights. It looks like you're going to be wandering. Have you saved up for like the markets, for like bringing stuff back? What else does other fireflies need from them? Remember that you hold the power. While I was shuffling the cards, I heard a warning of like, be careful of the fire, and I saw a church. So yes, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Bring back everything. It really matters on how big your suitcase is, unless you're willing to buy another suitcase, of course. But remember, you hold the power. I feel like you are gonna feel pressured into... I don't know, I just see this man just being like really gross and really greasy and just like trying to pressure you into something. I'm not sure if it's like you buying something and him being like, you being like, I don't want it, and him being like, no, fucking buy it, and you're gonna be like, bro, you need to calm down. If that happens, you need to just like walk away. Especially in highly tourist situations, hecklers will be like really, really aggressive, and they'll try to like give you stuff for free, and just like, remember, you hold the power. Walk away. Don't take things from strangers unless you know you get an okay feeling about them. Trust your gut, trust you. You know better. You know best for you. Yeah. When you said good morning, good night, good afternoon, good night, it reminded me of what is that Jim Carrey movie? Truman. The Truman Show. Anyway, and if I don't see you later, what else does Bella need to know about the upcoming trip? Yeah, that's a more reasonable amount of cards instead of the like dozen that popped out earlier, eh? Ooh. So with this card, the King of Cups, water is emotion. I feel like you're going to complete a cycle and feel out some emotions. Do you cry? Do you cry? Do you like crying? Are you okay with crying? Just be okay with saying goodbye. And this Nine of Wands, again, be on your guard. Trust yourself. Know that you know yourself best, even if someone's trying to gaslight you. Don't take that shit. They need what you have much more than what you need from them. I promise. It looks like you're going to have like a great community moment though. I don't know if you're gonna have like best friends for life. I met one of my closest friends who lives in Australia while I was in Croatia. She's awesome. But you will have a great time and you will find community. Just, again, you hold the power. And don't let greasy men push you around. Yeah. Christmas market, so next month. Are you flying? Because like from the UK to Germany, that's a, what? 2-hour flight? Maybe? 200-pound flight? I don't know what prices of flights are in the UK anymore. Maybe a wee bit ago, but not right now. I don't. There's so many germs in airports. Remember to wash your hands. Does that help, or would you like me to keep going? Oh, I made tea! I wonder if it's too hot for me to drink yet. High energy is not a bad thing. I personally am not... Oh yeah, it is cool enough. I am not always the most high energy of people. I did have a gas station attendant get kind of mad at me though. Well, I guess not mad, just a tad irked because I went in one night to get ice cream at like 2 in the morning. And he's like, how are you? I'm like super excited about getting this ice cream. And I'm like, how are you? And he's like, nowhere near as excited as you are. And he said it all grumpily, and I'm just like, you need a hug, buddy. There we go. Life is crazy. I'm so excited for you to go to Germany though. I love Germany. It is a great country. Well, the experiences I had there were awesome. I'm reading your name, Duelist. Zelius Duelist, and I'm thinking, do you do the sword fighting? What is that called? Yeah, actually though, I was trying hard not to say that you were gonna like fall in love, cause like it's but like yeah, definitely fingers crossed that you fall in love with a cute German guy. Yes. Maybe that's the community moment. Are you staying in hostels? Because hostels are a great way to meet people. And you deserve that rom-com moment. You deserve that meet cute. Ooh, meet cute in Germany in the marketplace. What, do you reach for the same, like, thing of bread or flowers or, like, a nutcracker, and then your hands brush across each other, and then he's like, oh my god, you're so cute, and you're like, oh my god, you're so cute, let's go get coffee? Ah! That was so cute! But don't let him be gross and icky. If he's gross and icky, he's not worth it. Actually, a lot of rom-coms are gross and icky when you actually, like, watch them, but it's okay. As long as we are, like, critiquing them along the way, you know? Ah, so good. Anyway. What else do we need to know tonight? Yay! So excited to talk. I always feel so vague. Okay. Are you gonna get your rom-com moment? Is Velvet going to meet a cute guy? Ooh, interesting. So I asked if you were gonna meet a cute guy, and the 7 of Wands popped up, like this bubble of protection, and the rune Algiz is on her arm, which means protection as well. And this, in my mind, is very phallic, as if you're going to have like lots of options, but you're not gonna want them. What if you go out to like a pub and just like a group of guys start hitting on you? Be careful. You might not want any of them. But one of them might stand out more than the others. Interesting. Honestly, sounds about right. Oh, you're gonna have a great time. Because, like, sometimes a rom-com starts out with the girl and the guy, or the guy falling in love with this girl, and then the girl's like, oh my god, that dude is married. And that's a bad feeling. It does not feel good, but it's okay. Does I would need to know anything else about their upcoming trip to Germany? Huh. This card popped out again. Setting boundaries. Again, reinforce your boundaries. You are the one who is in control. Even if a fuckboy comes along and says you're not. You are. You can be stoic and still have fun. Celebrate the moment. And know that you've always got your back. Even if you have like a shitty moment, know that you've always got your back. You've 100% survived yourself. All your bad moments to here. You've gotten yourself here. No one else, you. You've been there for you this whole time. Yeah. Yeah, that was nice. I actually really like how that ended. That's really cute. Thank you. Thank you for letting me read for you. Yeah, very nice. Thank you. Yeah. I just cannot reiterate enough that you know yourself best. I feel like you have moments of doubting yourself and overthinking and just being like, oh, I need to prove why I feel this way. That's white man paperwork. You feel that way, and that's enough. If someone gives you the icks, they're probably really icky. You got this. Yes, it very much is, and we are cut off from our own intuition so fiercely just from like being put into schools where we're not allowed to go to the bathroom when we need to go to the bathroom. We're not allowed to eat when we're actually hungry. We're not allowed to sleep when we're sleepy. Like, we are disconnected from our bodies and our intuition so much all the time. And so, especially if you, as a woman, like, if you present that way, if you identify that way, people are like, oh no, you're just crazy. He's never done anything weird to me. And I was like, no, he gives me like the weird icks, and he like, his hand slides down further on my back than it needs to, and it definitely lingers there where it shouldn't. Yeah. You know better. Trust that. Does anyone else have any questions? I want to ask about Christmas. What is going to happen? What can we expect around Christmas time? Oh, hello. Do you want to come out to play? Okay. Okay. So the Hierophant and the Ten of Cups came out. So the Hierophant to me means you write your own rules, that the situations and the rules you were brought up are often bullshit, and you find that and you can become better from it. Or it's like nihilism, whereas like you can be like, oh my god, everything sucks and nothing matters, or you can be like, oh my god, nothing matters, I can do whatever the fuck I want. Well, like, don't hurt people or animals without their consent and safe word. Don't ever hurt animals either, period, because they can't actually consent to that shit. So we're gonna rewrite our rules, and a lot of rules are being rewritten right now because people are boycotting, and that's amazing, and it's having so much power and progress. And you don't have to follow the rules that your parents laid out and the rules that they followed, where it's like, oh no, you have to have children and you have to get the job and you have to have the house. First of all, so many of us can't afford that because the greed of so much of society. Blah. And not even so much of society. It's literally like the 1 fucking percent. We're getting there and we're going there and we're gonna keep on going. But there are moments when you want to be surrounded by your family and by your community and have all of your cups up and filled. But remember, don't pour from an empty cup. Don't even pour from your cup. Pour from your saucer. That's when you should fill other people's cup, is when your cup is overflowing so much that it's in the saucer and it can be tipped out. That is the only time. Not when your fucking cup is cracked and it's sprinkled out onto the saucer. No, 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 no. That's yours. You need that. And you deserve it. And you are worthy of it. What else do we need to know for Christmas time? Hello, hello, hello. Woo! Okay. So the King of Wands came out. Do you see that lion over his shoulder? Remember that you don't have to stay in any situation that makes you uncomfortable. You are allowed to leave. I promise. You can leave. You've got your own back. Hello, hello! How are you? Crown Bee. You are the light bringer. You are so much, oh my god, you are so much stronger than you give yourself credit for. I promise. People, it's like spiders. They're way more afraid of you than you are of them. And I know some people would argue with me that they're much more terrified of the spider, but I promise the little spider this big, and humans, have you seen how big a human is compared to a spider? Come on, mate. Hello, yes, Crown B. I will get to your reading after I've finished these next 2 cards. Thank you for joining. And you will always have decisions. You will always have decisions to make, and it might feel like there's a snake under one cup, that there's a skull on another, and there's a bat wing over here. What the fuck is going on with these cups, man? It might feel like that most of your decisions that you need and want to make will lead to disastrous moments. But it won't. Some of them are leading to a flowing river that will rush you to the shores of the ocean. And that's okay. Like this, the wheel of fortune. Do you see the dice around her neck? Yes, roll the dice. Roll the dice and see how people react to you. And if they don't react fondly or the way that you want people in your life to have around in your life, they don't need to be in your life. There's like, what, fucking 8.5 billion people on this earth, and you might feel incredibly lonely, which, understandable. A lot of our societies force us to feel incredibly lonely because that's how power is taken away if you don't have community. But you're not alone. And we can do that in like the more metaphysical way, because like your spirit team and your ancestors, even if your ancestors were shit, they did have to get you to where the bloodline is. Oh, thank you, Velvet, for inviting Crown V. That's awesome. I love that. You are enough. I lost my tangent. But that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes thoughts have to end. Okay. Crown B, what would you like to discuss? My leg is falling asleep. I say that every stream. It's because I'm sitting cross-legged. And also, Tricky Silver, I saw that you joined. Thank you so much. I'm keeping a mental list because the little plugin, the new one that I'm trying, I don't know how to work it, so I might go back to the old one or learn how to work this one. But it's okay to learn. It's okay to not. It's okay to not know. It's okay to not know. I feel like I'm going to be switching decks for you, Crown B. Yeah, I think we need to go to the big one for you. Is there anything particular that you would like to discuss? And if you feel uncomfy typing it in the chat, I totally understand. You can always just... Ooh, not really sure. Ooh! Are you guys going on the same trip? Oh, very cool. Thank you, Velvet. See, this is why you depend on community, because... Yeah! Very cool. You learn new things. I need to figure out how to turn off the stream elements, because... You're going to Mexico? Is this... No, Mexico's near the... Hold on. I'm literally... I have maps lining my walls, because I've been to... I think... I went to Spain in January, so I've been to 18 countries now. It's gonna be warm, right? Hello, friends! I haven't used this deck tonight. They're cold. Okay, we're gonna drink water. Remember, drink your water, kids. What does Cranby need to know? Does Cranby need to know something about her trip? Her upcoming trip? Hello, friends. I once had a person comment on how I shuffle upside down, and they're like, isn't that cheating? And I'm like, I don't understand that question involving tarot. Whatever cards are gonna pop out are gonna pop out. The town of Eternal Spring? That sounds gorgeous. If it's really awesome, will you tell me? Because I'm thinking about planning a trip to probably Mexico in January. I just want to be warm. I need to be near the ocean, and I need to be warm. Okay. I just dropped like 3 cards, it feels like, on my lap. Haha! 4 cards! Hold on. There we go. Interesting. I love that the first 2 cards that came out are like, when you said Eternal Spring, this is really the colors that I saw. And then these 2 cards are the garden and just like constant growth in that circle. I love that. Okay, let's start with this first one. I feel like you are going to run into a situation at the airport that is gonna be really intense. Like they're gonna be shouting. So be careful of that. Traveling, especially flying during the holidays around Christmas time, is very intense. People are fucking crazy. Sorry, I'm also reading comments. Nah, it's chill, Tricky. So be careful of the airport and just try to keep your senses about yourself. Keep calm. You can't control anyone but yourself and your own reactions, and the vibe that you send out is picked up by other people even when you think it's not. Oh yeah. So it's your first time traveling. Congratulations, that's very exciting. I'm not sure how far you're flying to get to Mexico. But yeah, just know that emotions are going to be high, and if you need to do what you need to do to get through the day, do it. Remember to take lots of deep breaths. You could also bring like bags of chamomile tea, and you can get like hot water a lot of places. Bring an empty water bottle with you and you can fill it up in the airport. Yeah. I've been on so many planes. I once tried to count, and it's impossible because I've had a passport since I was like 8. Anyway, What else do you need to know? This card is really pretty. This card reminds me of sarongs blowing in the wind while you're sitting on a beach. Remember to take your time. You don't have to rush as fiercely as you think you do. You have time. You have time, you have time, you have time. Ooh. I feel like that was from your spirit team who's like, you have time, you can calm down. Are you checking any luggage? I know that's a very specific question. I just have I'm seeing like the carousel that the bags come in on. Oh, that's awesome. Yay, presents. I have the urge to tell you to take a picture of your bag, like once you have it all packed, take a picture of your bag like with the lid open so that you can get shots of everything that's in it. And to like put something to identify your bag. I don't know if your bag is just like one of those very plain rolly black bags, but just like make sure that you know which bag is yours. Interesting. But this card looks like fun in the sun. This card looks like bird of the flowers, the bird of paradise flowers. When I get really excited, I start talking very fast and then I start stumbling upon my words. But it's okay. Bird of paradise, you're gonna have a great time. Yeah, the airport's going to be a pain. Like, I just need to emphasize it's gonna be stressful. Like, it's gonna be stressful. Like, I can't control any of that, so I don't need to apologize. But yeah, remember to breathe, remember to take moments. If you are sensitive to noises or just like a lot of noise, deeply recommend earplugs if you can stand them. Yeah, hand sanitizer, yeah, airports, yeah, are pretty stressful. Expect the really big ones, especially the ones when you have to like switch gates and you're just like, oh. Hold on, I have to rearrange my pretzeling. Which airport? Oh, I was in I think it was the New York airport recently, and between gates I had to walk like 2 miles. It was insane. Some airports are really cool. The Hawaii airport that I remember had like an open roof and had like lots of nature, and it was really cool. Anyway, remember to watch the sunset. Remember, oh yes. I just had this image of you like at a cafe on the beach watching the sunset while you were eating. Looks like fish? Like a fish dish? Like fish tacos or something? I don't know if you're into fish. Yeah, 5 freaking times. That is 5 times too many. Especially, oh my god, if it's like, if you were supposed to be at Terminal A and they change it to like Terminal D, it can be so much. And especially if you're in an airport that's so big that you have to get on trains and buses, it gets wild. So be careful. I don't feel like you're gonna miss a flight. I just feel like it's going to be very stressful in the airport specifically, and when you're trying to get your luggage. So just remember to be calm and try and be prepared, and do not pack your medication in the check-in. Pack everything that you need from day-to-day life in your carry-on. This is a really pretty card. So in this, I see peace with yourself, like growth, that there's going to be a moment where something is healed within you that I'm not even sure you're aware is hurting right now. Your heart chakra, your heart. Is your heart hurting right now? Are you feeling lonely? Because you're not alone. You're definitely not alone. But you do feel a little prickly, like a little bristly, like you have been hurt recently and are having troubles trusting. Aww. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, your heart feels approaching, like looking at your heart approaching it, I feel like there is a dog, like in one of those big spiky collars, like a Doberman or a Rottweiler, growling at me to like get the fuck away, like don't come near, you've been hurt, and you're very much on guard. On guard. Aww. Family can be really complicated, and parents especially. Parents especially. So very much. Yeah. I just heard puzzle pieces are going to fall into place for you. Sometimes knowing helps heal, sometimes knowing hurts more. Sometimes it's a quiet acceptance, and it feels like it's going to be that for you, a quiet acceptance. Yeah. Hey, 4 friends, that's something. Yeah, that can feel like a lot. I feel like the last couple of years have been really crazy for everyone. Not belittling your pain. I'm sorry you're going through that. I hope that you find people that you feel safe around and can open up and give love as freely as you need to. Because it feels so shitty when having that part of yourself cut off, or just having to cut or having to protect that part of yourself, because you just want to, you know, be bouncy and just be like, I love you because you're like a fellow human and you deserve love, and I bet there's really cool things about you. But there are things about humans and the decisions they make that are really shocking and startling and boundary setting. So yeah. Thank you, Crown B, for letting me read you. Things to take away from the reading. Airport's gonna be stressful. I keep hearing and smelling lavender. So if you have like any lavender essential oil, you could put it on like a sweatband or a scrunchie or a hanky or something, and you can help smell that. Eucalyptus is also a great way to calm the body. You can also drink lavender. Don't drink lavender essential oil. Do not do that. But you can drink lavender tea. Yeah. I think you're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be stressful getting there and coming back. Yeah. Thank you so much for that. And I hope to hear how it goes, because I've been to Cancun before, but that was when I was like 13, and I need recommendations on places to go that are warm. Oh yeah! All in the end, it will be fine. Truly. You're welcome. do this. Yas! I'm so proud of myself learning things. Someone's got to be proud of me. And it's really best if you love yourself and you're proud of yourself and you like yourself. It makes life a little more tolerable. You don't have to like yourself all the time. I do like to tell myself that I like myself, though. It helps. It helps the mean voices. The mean voices planted there by my parents. Tricky. Tricky, tricky, tricky. I used to know a guy who one of his stage names was Tricky. And, I think about him sometimes. I also knew a guy who used to beatbox while playing the flute. That's some breath control, my dude. Tricky, are you present? Would you like anything particular? Yeah! Your turn! Woohoo! I'm so glad y'all are here. This has actually been fun. I was kind of hesitant about getting on tonight because I just had weird feelings this weekend, and I'm just like, no, we have to be consistent, and I'm grateful. So Tricky, what would you like to talk about? What would you like to ask the void? So I just had this image of playing catch with the void, but instead of using a ball, it would be like a crystal ball. Because, you know, divination. Why do you want to hunt Bigfoot? He seems like a chill fellow. I don't know. I don't know much about Bigfoot. Yeah, it really does come down to protecting my energy and just having to be honest with myself. I probably won't stay on for 3 hours. This might actually be the last reading, potentially. Because I am really tired and I've been sleeping like cray-cray. British Columbia, Canada? Is that it? That's it, right? Geography is not my strong suit. I can point out some countries. Most of the ones that I've gone to I can point out on a map, but... Will Tricky have any luck? Hunts. Yeah, that's for sure. That makes sense. I went to Vancouver for my, how old am I? 28th birthday? I like to travel in my birthday month. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. It's just, I'm just imagining trying, what bait would you put out to try and catch Bigfoot? Why do you want to... Okay. Tricky having any luck catching Bigfoot to talk to him. But what kind of Native American? There's so many different Native American languages. There's actually Native American Sign Language. But it was, of course, actively worked on being killed out of the culture. Right? Yeah, like there's a lot of languages of, and a lot of tribes, a lot of people, a lot of, anyway. So we have this card, and it's really pretty. I'm just gonna show you the, It seems as if you're going to be too loud because you let off more like senses, like human, let's see. What kind of shrimp is it called? that can see like a crazy amount of colors, and they can beat on the glass so fast that it can break. You give off a lot more than you realize you do. And so you're going to be loud in a lot of ways, like talking, stepping, smelling. You might not even know that you smell a certain way. And you're going to smell like the city, and you're going to smell like stinky instead of like nature and fresh, like the pine trees and the crisp air of snow. You smell like the city. And you smell, hold on, let's see. You have your sights set on something that you hope brings you across a bridge that you don't even know you're trying to cross. Okay, what does that mean? Tell me more. I also just feel like Bigfoot is protected on all sides, because at this point, especially with the amount of deforestation and drones, if he was going to be caught, he would have been caught. And that the cycle has to keep going. This is so pretty. It reminds me of fall leaves. My trees are so naked in my yard. They had leaves, and then I walked out and they were naked? Do you ever just think Bigfoot was like a human who's a little tall, who has a little too much hair? Have you ever seen the movie Fur with the guy who plays Iron Man? Yes, you do need to use a drone. But the thing with drones is that they're loud. So, and they are much more noticeable than we think. And Bigfoot has fur, so he blends into his surroundings. So he's had a lot more practice. Am I misgendering Bigfoot? Should I say they? Yeah. Drones are really freaking loud, and the wind is very noticeable. So is there a way that you can sneak about and be quiet and thorough, though? You know? I am trying to figure out, like, if you were to put bait down, like if you were to try and summon Bigfoot, what would Bigfoot want? What are the offerings Bigfoot desires? Because would it be like a cheeseburger? Would it be like a wedding cake? Has Bigfoot ever tasted sugar? Does Bigfoot crave sugar? Yeah, maybe he's shy. Maybe Bigfoot is just really shy. Maybe Bigfoot just really wants to sit down and have a nice cup of tea and read a good book. But how old is Bigfoot? What language would Bigfoot speak? I do feel like Bigfoot is misunderstood. But I feel that way about most, like, monster type things. Type creatures. Any other questions, Tricky? That was really fun, actually. That's not what I expected to come out, but I come into these readings not knowing what to expect. It's really adorable. What other creatures can we try and catch? Have you ever seen the Hogfather? Yes! I think about the Loch Ness Monster too, and if I could somehow convince it to let me be friends with it, but I know I would, like, fuck it up and tell someone and shit would get weird. So the Loch Ness would be like, I've tried to be friends with humans before, but it's always ended poorly, and I'll be like, no, I'm different, then I wouldn't actually be different. But anyway, the more we discover, like, the more we send cameras down into the deepest bits of the ocean, the more, like, hearing about pirates old legends of giant fish that would swing up and crash down onto boats. I'm like, or dragons and shit like that. I'm like, you know what? There's some weird stuff in the ocean, y'all. I agree, the ocean definitely does feel scarier than space. I think about the blobfish a lot. Yes. Cthulhu, I'm not 100% sure is just a myth. Like, I know, who was it, H.P. Lovecraft came up with, like, Cthulhu and stuff like that. Killer whales should scare you. They're terrifying. They're very big and they like to play with dead bodies. But otters also do some pretty gnarly things. Okay, so Tricky, I saw that you said, this is a personal one. I heard a blank blank Nam saying. I don't know what that means. Yeah! There's no way someone just thinks up unicorns and mermaids. And with, unicorns, kind of. There's a type of animal in the ocean that has this spiral horn. I can see it in my mind. I can't remember what it's called. Yes! Thank you for knowing that. Thank you so much, because my curiosity feels a lot better now. I really appreciate that, because sometimes I'm like, my brain knows. Yes, it's in narwhals, and also Scotland's national animal is a unicorn. And a dragon? Is that Scotland? Anyway, sky trumpet 10 years ago. So you heard a sky trumpet 10 years ago? It's their tooth? Sorry, now I'm thinking about having teeth that sharp and pointy and a jaw like a human, and it's very disconcerting. Okay, so Tricky. Am I interpreting? English is hard. This accurately. You heard a sky trumpet 10 years ago and you're trying to figure out what it was? I might drink some tea. I can taste the star anise I made in that. We saw a light a week later. Ooh! Interesting. I saw a light a week later. Okay. What is this thing that Tricky saw? A light. What is it? What is this event? What is Tricky supposed to learn from this? It's very purple. I was making a joke in my head while I was shuffling because I just saw the meme of the guy from the History Channel who's like, aliens. I've never actually watched any of those shows. Is it worth watching? I don't know what your particular religious beliefs are, This card looks very much like the cross that is related to like Jesus and his place of death. Saying stuff like this makes me feel crazy sometimes. I keep hearing it sounds like one of your family members was trying to send you a signal. Did you have a pact with like a brother or a really close like best friend or a cousin who you just felt like a brother who passed on and is trying to give you signals that they're still around? Grandfather. Okay. I knew it was like a definitely a masculine energy. It felt very young, like you were like best friends. Do you guys used to joke around a lot? I can hear a lot of giggling. Because when I was shuffling, I kept hearing it was a signal from someone from the other side. It was trying to prove to you that life is worth going on, even if it feels so depleted and empty and colorless without your best friend. Is that it is worth continuing. It felt like a way to renew your faith, and I'm not sure, and I'm not saying faith in like the Christian faith, but just like faith in existing, faith in yourself, that you should keep breathing even when it feels like you are fucking drowning. Yeah. Oh. It was a signal of hope. Yeah, faith in general, like, because I was raised Christian and I have a lot of religious trauma around all of that, so I don't speak a whole bunch on like Christian faith personally. I'm more of a like, if it works for you, it works for you. That's super rad. Try not to hurt other people. Don't be a dick about existing. If you can't play nice with others, go play in your corner, they'll play in theirs kind of vibe. But yeah, it feels like a way of restoring faith. And like this little bit right here in the card, that looks like an angel wing. Did he die in a car accident? Because I just keep having this moment as if I'm like standing in the road just watching this light barreling towards me as if someone's like trying to pull me back. Oh! That's intense. I'm sorry. That's intense. B and E. B. Breaking and entering. Damn. That's not okay. I imagine you're very angry about that and felt incredibly discouraged and asking why did this happen? Explains the tree now. That was your grandfather. That's your roots. Yeah. What I keep feeling is that your grandfather is like watching over you, like left shoulder. It is what it is. Yeah, that's true. That is literally a fact. I like it. That your grandfather is like around and he's watching out for you. I can hear him chuckling. So much laughter. Did you guys laugh a lot? Because I feel... I have the urge to tell you that he's around and that he's listening. Did you guys used to drink beer and like watch football together? It just, bro, it just, whew. Interesting. Car rides. Okay. Oh, is that why I saw the lights? Don't play in traffic. Don't play chicken with cars, please. Driving fast is fun. Remember to wear your seatbelt. Yeah, okay. Oh, pickup trucks. That's fun. Ah, that's why the light was so like big and bright and coming at me. It makes sense. Thank you for the clarification. I really appreciate that, because I see things and I'm just like, is this making sense to anyone else? Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry for your loss, that it's left a really big hole in you. It's just, oh my gosh. But, and he's not gone. Like, he's around. Like, I'm not sure what your beliefs around the afterlife and such, but keeping someone alive in your memories and the stories that you tell yourself, it does hold on to amount of energy that person provided you and decided to exchange with you. So he is there, and he's watching out for you, and he's laughing. A lot of laughter. He just seems really giddy. Anything else tricky? I think I'm gonna make yours the last reading. I'm getting pretty sleepy, and I need to go eat. I keep forgetting to eat, and it's not great. I need to take care of my meat suit, so my meat suit can take care of me. You're good? Awesome. Thank you so much for letting me answer those questions. Thank you for letting me read you. That was really cute with the Bigfoot. I hope you do find some peace with the situation around your grandfather. That's a lot. But thank you for trusting me but I think it might be time for me to go and maybe take a little sleep. It's winter time, I'm so sleepy. Thank you so much for accepting my energy. I really appreciate it. It's really cool to have people like showing up again throughout the streams. It makes me feel really special. It's awesome. But yes, everyone have a good night, or morning, or afternoon, wherever you are. Time is all made up. I'm definitely sleepy. Yeah, thank you for joining. Good night. Night night.